Next on the list is creating a dashboard. Now that we have our views, so let's go to our work in progress list. We have all of our views created, and we'd like to create a dashboard to show us everything in one place. So we'll give our dashboard a name. And I'll start from scratch. And we're going to first look at all of the work by Workstream. So we'll call this work by Workstream. And we're going to go to settings. We want our data source to be our work in progress list, so this one list. And then we want to measure the number of tasks and group it by our drop-down workstream. I'm going to show the legend, and it's spread pretty evenly across workstream. But when we actually go in and start working on the work, let us do this. Status is done. And if we go to AI and move one of those to done, and then we go to app, and move most of these, well, let's move 3 of those to done, and let us move these 2 to in progress. Now if we go to current status and it's automatically refreshing. Here we go. So doc creation 19%, DB3 are open. So this is looking at open tasks by workstream. If we then wanted to have a look at where we are overall, how many of them are closed, for example, we could go to the battery chart, and here we're wanting to see project status. We want to measure the number of tasks, group it by status, and then if we go to show closed, this gives us an overall status of 70% are still in the backlog, 2 of them are in progress, 8 of them are done. And as we move forward, then this green gets larger and larger, and we know where we are. So let's add a task list for the tasks at risk. Now, it would be up to you to define what at risk means. I'm going to define at risk to mean tasks where the due date has passed, so today and earlier, and the status is not closed. But let's say the status is active. So anything that's not closed and is past due. We could also say, show me everything that is today and earlier that hasn't been worked on. That will show us tasks at risk. And then we could also say, show me everything that's today and earlier where the due date is in the next 3 days. So those are truly at risk. So they've not been started and they're due, they're past due, or they're due within the next 3 days. So these 5 are at risk. They're due on Wednesday, but they've not even been started yet. So this gives us actual views of what's going on.